Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Another lovely, bright and sunny day here. It's Friday, so I hope you've all had a really lovely week. What have you been up to? Drop me a comment. Let me know if you've been having a good week and if you're as excited as I am for today. So if you watched on Wednesday, which I'm sure you did, if not, you'll have caught up on it by now, Kitti was making the most lovely little brick stitch witch's hats. So today we'll be making a variety of necklaces. There's loads of different ways you can put these together, and that'll give you, an opportunity to put that pendant that you've made on there. If you didn't want to make them into earrings, you can do all sorts with these, and the colours are just gorgeous. Good morning, Lucy. How are you doing? So I'm really excited. Now, when Simon was putting this on the website, obviously me and Kitti had picked the colours and things together quite a few weeks back now. And I wasn't sure whether we were going to be really mean and make you choose one of these colours, but he's not. He's put them all in a gorgeous bundle for you today. So I can't wait to show you all the lovely, lovely treats and sparkles we've got for you. Good morning, Camille. How are you doing? Good morning, Judith. Camille says it's a little bit dull in Wiltshire. It's lovely here. Yay, I've got the sunshine. I don't know how long it'll last. We've had some absolute torrential rain this week. I've never seen it rain so heavy, I don't think, in such a long time. There was like hailstone and all sorts in it, but we had a beautiful sunrise this morning. So yeah, looking forward to hopefully it's staying the same, and then when I have to do the school run, pick up a bit later, I'm not having to go out in the rain as usual. Lucy also says it's looking a little bit gloomy out there today. It must be just here. Maybe it's just all my lights that I've got on. Okay, I'm not gonna delay. I'm gonna take you straight onto the website and show you all the lovely, lovely choices and bargains. There's so much for you today. So go on to our website as usual, totallybeads.co.uk, and have a little click in the video tutorial link here at the top, or you can scroll down to this section. You know how it works now. Okay, so as I say, we've been doing a lot of Halloween and witchy things and spooky sparkles for you this last week. So we've had the witchy rings, which, as I say, you can turn into a pendant if you wanted to put it on one of the necklaces today. We also did the skull jewellery, where I showed you a variety of different things you could do with the products, as well as a lovely stretch elastic bracelet. And today we're in this Halloween jewellery section here. So as you can see, they are absolutely gorgeous. They're just so sweet, all these little charms. You will notice some are already sold out. So if you want these, be quick. So you can add all your charms if you want them. You've also got your Findings Essential Kit. So you've got a gold plated and a silver plated. I mean, that's an absolute bargain, $3.99. And let's have a little click in there. What do you get? You get lobster clasps, head pins, ear wires, culottes, jump rings, crimp beads, and tiger tail. So if you don't already have these essentials in your jewellery stash, then do get that, because that's an absolute bargain. It's always worth having more as well, isn't it? For $3.99, I think I'll be topping up mine. I'm always looking for, where have I put that jump ring in that colour? And where's this gone? I need to be a lot more organised. But these are what I'm delighted about to show you today. This is the Halloween Mixed Bead Pack. It is $9.99, so it should have been £15. You've got a fantastic discount on this today. For $9.99, look at all this that you're getting. You are getting 4 strings of your 4mm round crystal beads. You're getting 4 strings of your 4mm round glass pearl beads, and you're also getting 4 strings of your 6mm round glass pearl beads as well. Loads in there, and they are the most beautiful autumnal and Halloween colours. We've got batwing black, pumpkin orange, potion purple, I don't know, ghoulish green. They're just really, really lovely. So $9.99, that is the bundle that we're working with today. So let me stop sharing the screen. So get onto the website, have a little look at that. You don't have to choose. You've got all these colours to work with. So The samples that I've made up, I've kept each individual colourway kind of in its own set, so to speak. But I really would like to make a lovely multi-strand necklace or bracelet and use all of those colours and mix them in. Because you get in the crystals as well, it's just adding that extra little bit of sparkle, a little bit of texture to your piece. So we've got loads of you in already. So I will probably show you the website again in case anyone missed it a little bit later. Diane says it is heavy rain in Manchester and very, very sunny all at the same time. You'll be getting some lovely rainbows then, Diane, hopefully. Margaret is giving us a little bit of a weather update in Fife as well. It's rain and dull. It's a mixed bag then, isn't it? I think maybe I'm the only one with the sunshine. Good morning to Jean. Good morning to Pamela. Good morning to Helen. She says, might have to tidy up the garden today while it's fine. And my leaves have started to fall already. And they're lovely colours, but there's just so many of them. So I might join you there, Helen. I might also be in the garden. Lucy has shared the link for today for the Halloween jewellery. So thank you very much for that, Lucy. Mina is a day in the office again. Well, hopefully you can have a little sneaky watch of this. And hello if anyone's in the office watching me too. Good morning to Carol and our beading family, she says. Good morning to Kitti. Hello, Kitti. How are you doing? Oh, Lucy. She says, I'm tired today. Stayed up till nearly 4 a.m. playing video games. What are you playing? I had a late night again last night. I always think I'm organised and then think, oh, I need to make that. Oh, I need to do this. And I need to just fix that. So I made a macrame bracelet probably about midnight last night. So, yeah, I'm not tired. I've had a coffee. I'm feeling okay. Good morning to Victoria. How are you doing? Good morning to Kath. I love you millions. That's me mum. Oh, Kitti says, the beads are handpicked by Natalie. They are handpicked by me, but under the watchful eye of Kitti, she says, maybe add this or change that one. She's the expert. She's brilliant at colour matching and making sure that your products are as beautiful as they possibly can be. Mina says, oh, a bundle. I think it's fallen into my basket. You will not regret getting this. There is so much you can do with it and the colours are just gorgeous. Good morning to Edward. I hope you're okay. Lucy's laughing at Mina, saying I thought they might have fallen into your basket. Oh, Kitti, what you like? And the sunshine. Why, thanks. Lucy can't resist a good bundle. You all seem to be very excited about these, so get them quick. I noticed on Kitty's live on Wednesday, some of you were asking, can you buy Fridays now? Well, now it's Friday, now you can. Good morning, Anne. She says, good morning, everybody. It's absolutely horrible here in Perth, wet, dark and raining, but watching now to brighten my day up. Oh, Anne, I hope we can bring you a little bit of sparkle anyway to your otherwise dull day. Lucy's just telling me what she's playing. What are you like? Sharon says, morning creative bead and ears. I do like the bead and ears. Oh, you're all having a lovely chat now about what games to play. Okay, so these are a really lovely make. You can do so much with them. And it's, it's quite an easy beginner make. If you are just wanting a nice day of just like today, maybe get to sit on the couch or maybe even wrap up and sit in the garden. And it's just nice, easy bead stringing. But what you can do are the possibilities are endless. So let me take you down onto the mat and I will show you these goodies. So these are the colours that you can get. Again, my light never does them justice because they're sparkle and they're just so pretty. So this is what I've termed potion purple. So you've got your lovely pearls in there and your little crystals too. And all I've done there is technique I've showed you before, where I'm stringing the pearls onto 2 of the tiger tail ends and then putting the crystals onto each separate one and bringing them back in together, and then just attaching them separately at the top there, so they look beautiful. So that's what I'm calling potion purple. There's so many different things you can do. This one, I don't know what to call. Ghoulish green, because I like a bit of alliteration. Again, all I've done there, I wore this the other day. Don't know what live I wore it on. But a lot of you commented how lovely it was. This sits so much nicer when it's on. It looks even better. So all I've done there is 2 separate pieces of your tiger tail, running up just the glass larger beads on that one, and on this one I've mixed it, so I've popped in a little crystal and then the smaller pearl, and then I've brought them in together just to finish them off. So I'll pop that against me and you can see. And the same with the gorgeous orange. This has got to be pumpkin orange, hasn't it? So I've just twisted this one. And again, just spent a little bit of time mixing how I was going to put the beads on. Lucy's loving the orange. So am I. So I don't usually wear orange. Today I've got some autumnal colours on. And this is the Batwing Black. Again, so many different ideas on what you can do with these. This is just nice little delicate, simple, but very pretty necklace. And then I quickly shown you on, what day did we do the Halloween bracelets? I was showing you what you can do with the little charms. So just a little clot on the end, bring in those tiger tail pieces up together, add in the sparkle through them, and just put in the little crimp beads on between each cluster, just to give that kind of floating illusion. And the fact that I've just added that on with a little jump ring means you can change your lovely little charm as well. Oh, Victoria says she's ordered the beads, but the ghost and mummy have sold out. You gotta be quick, Victoria. I don't know whether Simon will get any more in. Given the fact that they're probably going to be popular for Halloween and maybe not afterwards, I don't know whether we will. So there's some of the beauties and the sparkles. I will put them to one side for now. Okay, so all you need to do is choose what you want, how you want them. As I say, for those necklaces, I've put them in their kind of colour matched patterns, but if we've got time, I might just have to make a really small one. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do a gorgeous multi-layered necklace. So I'm going to definitely put in those greens with the purples, and I might feed in some of that beautiful black as well. Look at them together. I'm missing my pumpkin orange. I think the orange would look gorgeous with the black. The orange would look gorgeous with the green. See, this is the hardest thing, is deciding what you're going to do. But you're getting so much in this bundle that you can make numerous. You can make plenty. And Sheila agrees. She says, love these colours. Buying bundles allows you to receive colours you would not normally buy. I agree. I wouldn't, as I say, probably usually purchase the green ones, or maybe even the orange ones. You know, I'm into my purples and my blues. As soon as I've seen these are the ones that I absolutely love the most. So what I'm going to do is I will do a smaller version today, because we won't have enough time for you to just watch me threading on numerous beads. So cut your tiger tail lengths. I'm going to do 2 strands on each and then join them together. So I'm going to cut my lengths, even lengths. It's entirely up to you how long you want it. If you want it to be slightly longer, you might want to cut it to 18 or 20. If you want to have it a little bit higher, sitting maybe above your collarbone, you want to cut them shorter. It's entirely up to you. So for now, I'm just cutting those 2 lengths of tiger tail and getting myself in a twist. And then I'm gonna find my culottes. Where have I put them? Oh, I did think I was a lot more organised than I was. Where have I put them? Okay, looks like I'm using gold findings, not the silver ones that I anticipated. Which doesn't matter, because if you've got the bundle, it's got everything in it. Okay, so I'm just going to get some of my findings out. Do bear with me, I was organised and then realised I don't know where I've put them. I'll find them, they'll have fallen under the table or they'll be amongst the beads somewhere, won't they? Okay, so all I'm going to do is I am going to take one of my culottes and I am going to take 2 of my strands of tiger tail. There's 2 joined there. And I'm going to just slightly stagger them. And all that's going to do is make it a lot more simple and a bit more straightforward for me to just thread that through that little hole or that hinge in the culotte. Then I'm going to add 2 beads because I want it extra sturdy. The beads I'm using today aren't that heavy, but I just want that little added security. So I'm going to pop on 2. See, I said stagger it, didn't I? So it's easier to get on, and then I've just pulled them together. So pop them on, make sure they go over both of those ends of tiger tail. And then what I'm going to do to make it even more secure, I'm going to bring these tail ends back through, just move those crimp beads out the way for now, back through that hinge. So I've kind of doubled up. And then I'm just going to move the culotte right up to the top, pulling those little bits of tiger tail end down just a little bit. And then with my pliers, I'm just going to crimp those beads by just flattening them down. I'm going to turn it at a bit of an angle. And I'm just squishing them gently. I think I managed to pick up a slightly deformed crimp bead on the first one there. It'll still work, it's just a little bit thinner than the others. Of all of the millions of ones that I've got in the packet as well. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull those ends down and close that over. And I'm also going to just give it a little press, very gently, just to close that up. So you'll see I've got my 2 tiger tail ends and then these extra tails coming through, and that's okay because I'm going to post them through some of my beads just to kind of make that little bit more secure and sturdy. So what beads to use? Mina says she's just gave in to the bundle of beads and a witch's hat from Wednesday. The witch's hats were just so lovely. And I mean, Kitti makes it look simple to do, doesn't she? But they didn't look too difficult. Okay, so you can use your tiger tail essentially like a needle. You can just pick them up and thread them on that way. You could individually pick them up, or if you're going to use the same bead, I mean, I think they'd be lovely to add a little bit of the crystals in between, or because I'm doing multi-strand, I can do that on another one. So if you want to save a little bit of time, your gorgeous pearls are on a string, and what you can do, she says, is just pop your tiger tail through the bead on the string and then just move them up. And that might save you a little bit of time. So you need to line them up. Usually only get maybe 3 or 4 on at a time. And just pull them up. And that will, as I say, save you a little bit of time. Often I'm quite happy to just sit and pick them up one by one. But if you're watching me on a live, we only usually have an hour. We don't really want to be here all day watching me do this. Or do you? I'm quite happy to sit here all day doing this. Let me just move that. Oh, thank you for sharing that link again, Lucy. So what I'm loving about this bundle is you don't have to pick what colours you're using. As you've said, you might end up pairing colours together that you hadn't originally intended to put together. And there are so many different things you can ultimately do with it. Okay, so all I'm doing is just threading them on. Oh, Charlotte, thank you so much for the stars. You are a star indeed. I'm not concentrating on what I'm doing. I'm trying to read what you're popping in the comments. Oh, Carol says she's really struggling with the internet. Keeps donutting and blaring. I've tried numerous times to go out and back and having to watch on the phone. Well, how did we all cope during the week? It was Monday, wasn't it? I think it was after my live. Later on in the afternoon. And Facebook went down and Instagram went down and WhatsApp and basically anything that's on the same platform all just crashed. And I didn't realize how much I rely on it. I was in the middle of a conversation with a friend, and I was dropping something off at her house, and I was trying to send her a message and it wouldn't go through. And I was thinking, oh, that's odd. So I went on Facebook and that wasn't working either. And I was thinking, I've got no other means of contacting this person because all we do is Instagram and Facebook each other. I was like, have I even got a number? Oh, I'll have a look for my WhatsApp. And then obviously that wasn't working, but I hadn't figured out that it was obviously a problem with those apps. I updated my phone. I deleted the cache on my phone. Yeah. Then my husband had gone on to, I think it was Twitter, which is usually the source of a lot of information. And then I'd seen, I think it was BBC News had shared that there was issues. And it was fine once I knew. We watched Netflix instead. We almost had a conversation. Me and my husband almost had a conversation. So, yeah. Could you cope without the internet? Did you think the world was ending? I don't know. My business is all on those platforms in terms of, my rock, scissors, paper. I've got an Instagram. I've got a Facebook. I missed checking in with the handmade group at Totally Beads and seeing, what was going on with you lot. So, yeah, it panicked me a little bit. So I'm gonna, shall I do a little mix? Or should I just add a completely different colour to this? We've got to add some sparkle in, haven't we? So I'm gonna add some of the pearls, smaller pearls, and some of the crystal. So you're getting everything in that findings kit should you need it. You're getting your tiger tail, you're getting crimp beads, culottes, lobster clasps, jump rings, the whole shebang. You don't have to do this on tiger tail. You can do it on whatever you choose, really. I like tiger tail. So I'm just going to pick these up. It will take me a little bit longer, but I'm just going to alternate these, I think. So I'll do crystal, pearl, crystal, pearl. Good morning, Natalie. How are you doing? Lucy says, I thought life was over for a minute. I spent some time with the other half. It seems really nice. Oh, Lucy, you don't half make me laugh. I did see somebody pop, I've seen it on before, I think last time the internet was down, but it was a funny joke saying, I actually spoke to the wife, surprised she's no longer working at Woolworths, which if you are watching from the UK, you will know Woolworths was a fabulous little store that sold everything. Sorry, I'm not in camera there, am I? They sold absolutely all sorts of everything from CDs to clothes to pick and mix sweets. But they've been shut down and closed for absolute decades, I think now. Yeah, we we rely on it too much, don't we? There's nothing wrong with reading a book, doing some beading, and it wasn't all of the internet, but it just goes to show how you rely on it. Lucy says she loved the pick and mix from Woolies. There'll be people watching in various other countries that Woolworths didn't exist, wondering, what are we talking about, Lucy? Ooh, Mina went out to the pub. See? Got our social lives back. I went out, what day was it? Was it last Friday? I went out for a meal with my sister, which was lovely. We had a little bit of wine. We had a lovely little chat. I got home very, very late. She's a bad influence. Considering we speak pretty regularly, you'd think we'd not seen each other forever when we have a catch up, because I never want to go home. So I managed to get Frank to sleep before I went. Unfortunately, I wasn't home before he woke up, because he's getting up at silly o'clock in the middle of the night and ending up in our bed. Oh, Lucy says, I don't know, am I allowed to talk about this on a Facebook Live? Will I get into trouble? She's talking about Mark Zuckerberg and his issues with the outage. Yeah, I've read that too. I don't know how true it is. But if anything, I think it just go to show how many people actually use it. I know when it does happen, people all kind of flock to Twitter and other platforms. So a lot of the companies were taking advantage of that, I suppose, and sharing competitions and things, which tell you a funny story. Okay, so boohoo.com, the clothing company, had shared a thing, scroll boohoo instead, and you had to basically just tweet with that hashtag to win. I think it was £1,000 in cash, and £1,000 to spend on their clothing. So I entered, and then I don't know what day it was this week, I got a notification saying, "Congratulations, you've won." And I was thinking, no, I never win things like that. And I was right, I hadn't. They had just shared back to everybody who'd commented with that hashtag. So I wasn't the only person to be disappointed and think I'd won a load of clothes. I wouldn't mind. I entered it while sitting in my dressing gown. So I could probably do with some nice new clothes that fit me. Judith hadn't even noticed the outage. Well, see, Judith, that obviously goes to show that you have a life and you spend time with your family. So I am just stringing these on. I'm not going to show you numerous ones of this because, as I say, we will be here all day, but I'm going to show you how to do one, and then you can do numerous ones and add them all together. Just loving these little crystals. They've got such a pretty finish on them. Look at the way they're glistening. Are you picking up this? If you're not, I will literally pick it up and I'll show you in front of the camera. It's so pretty. So I think I've alternated. I'll probably finish and notice I've popped 2 pearls together instead or something. But I think I'm alternating okay. I just like doing this. I think, as simple as it is, sometimes it's really nice just to go back to basics and just spend a little time threading on beads. Nina agrees. She says, "I love crystal beads." I agree with you, Lucy. It really do rely an awful lot on social media. It's where people get their news from and all sorts. So, I mean, it's got wonderful aspects as well. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be here with you now if it wasn't for it, would I? So it is a big part of my life, and I'm very blessed that we have it. I think it's great. I've got to that stage with Francis where he is at the why stage. So it's why is this? Why is that? Why is the other? And I am determined to answer him every single question. And an awful lot of the time, I don't know. I don't know why fire is hot. I don't know why. Just everything that he asks me. So I often use a very popular search engine to find out the answers to his questions before I completely lose the will to live. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have beaded up to the same point. Do I need to add one on? I'm going to push them right up to the top of that tiger tail. Do I need to add any extras or take any off? I think rather than, yeah, we'll take a couple off. Let me just make sure that they're pushed right down to the top. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I am going to do the same as we started it. I'm going to add on my calotte and post both ends of those tiger tail through. I'm going to add my crimp beads. and I'm going to use 2 just to make sure that that's extra sturdy. Oh. Again, I'm staggering the ends of my tiger tail just to make that a little bit easier to get them on. And then I'm going to make sure all my beads are sitting up high and snug to the other one. And I'm going to post those ends back through that hinge. And what you can do is you can use a little pin, or you could even use the ends of your round nose just to hold that in place, if you like, while you pull those down, making them nice and tight. I'm gonna crimp my crimp beads inside, making them nice and flat. And continue to make sure I've not got any loops there at the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread these back through the beads. So these little tail ends, I'm just going to thread back through some of those beads. Probably only need to do maybe 3. So I'm going to find the end, pull that tight. And again on the other one. Will it go through? It should do. Okay, so I'm just going to run that back through a couple of the pearls and maybe a couple of the crystals. You don't have to do many, 3 will do. And then just pull that back through before I close that up. And then I'm just going to snip those ends off. And do the same on the other side too. So I'm taking the tail ends that I put back through the culotte, just struggling because the culotte's in the way a little bit, and then I'm just gonna, hopefully there's probably a little, there you go, I'm gonna get it through the first couple. Has it gone? Has it gone through the third one? It has, but it's not coming out the other side. There it is. And I get it. I might pull it back through. I really want it through this one. It's here. I just can't get hold of it. Push it through a little bit more. There it is. And then the same on the other side. This one will be easier because the holes in these pearls are that little bit wider. So I'm going to take it through first 3. Taking it through more than 3 there, took it through 4, that's fine. You can go through as many as you want just to add that little extra bit of security. Pull that nice and tight through again. And then again, trim off the end, so you shouldn't have any gaps in your necklace. All your beads should sit nice and snug up together and give it that bit of a professional finish. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my jump rings. I'm going to open them up. So I'm going to use 2 sets of pliers. I'm holding them using as much grip as I can. So the only bit of space is slightly in between where that opening is. I'm going to twist it open, pop that through my culotte and close that by just taking it slightly past the opening so it will spring back perfectly closed. I'm not sure if that's focused and you can see. Trust me, it's a perfect closed jump ring. And again, I know I've showed you this before, but what you don't want to do is be holding it with just the little tips. You'll give yourself a lot more sturdiness and stability if you can hold it like that. You're not opening them out because you don't want to make this kind of warped. You want to keep the strength in it, so you're just either twisting it away from you or towards you. And popping that back through and closing that up. There you go. Don't know if you could hear that. It was a little tiny click, which means it's perfect. Okay, so what I would do is I would do exactly the same, but I would do it with my greens, my blacks, my oranges. And when I've got a couple of layers and a couple of strands, I would then simply get my, each one, you could attach them to separate jump rings. You could put 2 on 2 strands. So I'm casting this as 1 strand. So you could put more than 1 colour onto the 1 jump ring. And then all you'll need to do is attach that jump ring or attach a few onto that 1 jump ring. And then all you need to do is attach your beautiful lobster clasp or whatever clasp you want to use. And I mean, this is very small because we'd have been here for ages otherwise. And that's going to give you a lovely multi-layered necklace. So I kind of wish I'd done a few more in preparation. Sure, I could show you all the colours together, but you get the gist of that. So that is as simple as it is. You're getting, I'm going to show you the web page again, because I think you desperately need to see this gorgeous bundle. So you are getting 12 strings. So you're getting 4 strings of your 4mm round crystal beads. You're also getting 4 strings of your 4mm round glass pearl beads. And you're getting 4 strings of your 6mm round glass pearl beads as well. So you're getting a variety of sizes, textures, colours, having those crystals and the glass pearls. They are down to $9.99 and they come in the most beautiful array of Halloweeny autumnal colours, which I've renamed. So I'm going for Batwing Black, Pumpkin Orange, Potion Purple. I don't like Ghoulish Green. We need a Goblin Green? No. Because it's definitely not ghastly. It's Gorgeous Green. We'll just go for Gorgeous Green. Not as spooky, but there you go. So 12 strings in your Halloween Mixed Bead Pack today for $9.99. Don't forget, if you need it, if you don't have it, you can get your Find-Ins, which is your essential kit of all the things you could possibly need for doing some tiger tail and even earrings. You can make bracelets, you can make necklaces, you can do all sorts with this kit. That's only $3.99. That's an absolute bargain. I know I'm going to be adding them into my basket a bit later on because I don't ever feel you can have enough. And when I do have them in, there's always something I can't find, like today where I didn't know where I put my, was it the lobster clasps or the crimp covers I was missing in silver? I've got them somewhere, but always have more. It's always helpful. And then look at the gorgeous little charms. How cute are they? So they're enamel Halloween charms. Some of them, as you can see, are already sold out. I'm loving that little ghosty. I really like the pumpkin cat. That's so sweet. He's so sweet. Look at them. So if you're really, disappointed that you didn't get to have the happy ghost, this little one's really happy too, and he's got horns and a pumpkin. He's still available at just £1.30. So most of them are about £1. They're absolutely gorgeous. So they are your goodies today. What are you waiting for? Head over and get yourself some lovely stuff. It is a fab price, Lucy. So really simple today. Beautiful bead stringing with tiger tail. You can make an array of different things. If you do make them, or when you do make them, please, please, please share in the handmade group because I really want to see what you've done with them. Judith says she loves the vampire bats. They're really sweet, aren't they, Judith? So what are we doing next week? Monday? Do you want a sneaky peek? I know you do. I'm hoping this is Monday's make. If not, it's going to be like the Friday or the week ahead. I'm pretty sure on Monday we are doing these absolute beauties. Look at them all together. So they are our cat's eye charm. Gorgeous, gorgeous necklaces. And they are in all sorts of colours. And not just different colours, but different shades of different colours. So they're both green and they're just gorgeous. And I am going to make a multi-layered one, I think, because I just want one with all of the colours on because, again, I can't choose. So excited about these. They're really, again, quite simple to do. I've been cheating and I've been using my looper tool. And when you're sitting making what is essentially hundreds of charms, because I've done them in that many different colours, that tool is a blessing. I don't know how I coped without it. So join me on Monday because they're gorgeous. So have a lovely, lovely weekend, everybody. I hope the weather stays quite nice for you. I hope you get to go out for maybe a little walk or, I don't know, have a chat with someone that you love. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I will see you on Monday. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's been fun. It always is fun. Favourite time of the week. It could be Monday live, but I think it's actually Friday live. I love Friday. Okay, my lovelies, have a lovely week. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. So lots of love and light to you all. Bye.